Lumi shines with a spark so bright, chasing dreams through the endless night. With a heart full of wonder and a mind so free, she's here to share her world, come and see. It's Lumi's time, the story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channel's here, let the magic flow. From the stars to the sea, there's so much to find. A journey awaits with every step of the mind. Creativity flowing, she's ready to explore. Every moment's a chance to open a door. It's Lumi's time, the story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channel's here, let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear. Story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channel's here, let the magic flow. Let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear.
Welcome everybody, as we are here today on multiple channels, not just mine, but also on the IC1 channel, the Welcome to My World channel, the D Live channel. And the reason I chose all those channels along with Michelle is we're trying to get some people to start to come back together and start getting be part of the shows, as apparently it seems that somehow Michelle's main channel is not exactly popular, and my channel is more popular than Michelle's, actually, which is kind of funny, because I'm not monetized as Michelle is, and yet more people watch my channel than they watch Michelle's. Well, for the one show anyway. Not so much that it's really shocking, I suppose. There's been a lot of issues over the years with YouTube in general, and I wanted to cover that too, because it's not Michelle specifically, but rather YouTube, the company, i.e., which is part of Google, has basically changed the platform enough that a lot of long-form content are starting to feel like they've been abandoned. And that kind of sucks, because Michelle's a good person. You know she is. And she's been around on YouTube since 2011. She's seen a lot. She knows a lot. She's been there. But yet, she can't seem to grow the channel. That's why she said, what am I supposed to do? Well, one person said, why don't you stream on the other channels, the ones that you have, but you don't use much, so you don't lose them. So maybe you can grow that channel instead as a backup. Or maybe those people that were still subbed in the other channels would come back in and go, howdy! Hey, howdy! I haven't seen you broadcast in a while. What the heck you been doing? Yeah. It's simple. Michelle's been broadcasting on her main channel, and you guys didn't know. Okay, so that's where we go. And, so, as I said, right now I got 5 on, which for me is actually pretty good for now, for just starting up for the day. But it's not so much, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not trying to grow my channel as much. I'm just trying to bring up some awareness that Michelle is feeling really, really like she's been, that YouTube, the platform, has abandoned her, not, and other channel content creators as well, not just her. She's not mad at any particular people. She doesn't have anything wrong with the people that are here. People are here that come in every day, watch the show every day, interact every day. She loves you. You know, she appreciates you being here, and so do I. It's just that we don't know who else to go to promote her channel. Now, Michelle also wanted to talk about something else real quick. Yes, I did re-sign up to TikTok with a new username and password and apply to go live streaming on TikTok. But I don't know if it's going to help anything. Nah, you know what? Here's the thing. I don't think TikTok is for you. You're not drama. You're not a drama channel. You're not a shock channel. You don't do shocking content. I mean, like, it seems to be not for you. I'm sorry. I don't think it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to work either. I really don't know. Works noodles because he's into the drama thing, but Michelle isn't, and that's where the problem is. How do you grow a channel when you're not into the drama and into the typical pomp and circumstance of YouTube? You are going to basically be sitting there going, oh crap, there goes the universe. Yeah. So are we going to mainly be just doing, or are you going to have a panel up too? I'm going to probably open up the panel up in a little bit. But I want to talk to the people in chat first. So, let's see if we can make it for the newbies a chance to actually open their mouths and speak. I normally have to, filter out bad people. And, well, that's fine. I'm going to change it to 5 minutes. Anyone that's been here for 5 minutes, you can open your mouth now and talk. But if you are a scumbag, I'm going to either promptly ignore you or my mods are going to delete you. Period. All right? That's simple. I'm not here to deal with the garbage. I'm here to try to straighten out and find out the answer to what we can do to get YouTube to try. I mean, big channels that complain, medium channels that complain, itty bitty channels that complain to YouTube. YouTube just, waves his hand at us and waves us up and says, nah, you're not important enough. Even Mr. Beast complained, and he's not listening to him either, and he's one of the biggest top of YouTube content, and he's ignoring him. Zoomers have boomer envy? Why? Why would they have boomer envy? The fact of the matter is, do you want arthritis? Do you want a messed up back? Do you want to have eyesight where you can't see, and ears that can't hear, and health issues? You want envy because a person are old? Well, me and Michelle are gonna be 58. I'm gonna be 58 in On February 11th, Michelle's going to be 58 on September 13th. You want to talk about envy? You know what it's like to be physically getting older. Your back hurts, your brain hurts, your head hurts, your ears hurt, your eyes hurt. Sometimes you can't see in front of your face. You can't hear anything. You go to the doctors and he's got you on most favored patient status. So why would they be envious of that? Is that what's that what they want? Why would that? Come on. The millennials, okay, if they're envious that some of us have achieved nirvana and success. Let me tell you something. Not all millennials have made success. Not all baby boomers, which is before our generation, were successful. There was equally a number of them that were just as poor and frustrated as much as many of the baby boomers ever could be. Hi, Parasolo. How you doing today? Good morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to the other channel. Like I said, we're streaming on 4 channels. So if you are on D Live, welcome to my world. The IC1 channel, I think that's what it's called, right? The IC1? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And then, of course, my channel. Yeah. And so, we want to try to reach out to those people that have their accounts are still around, but have forgotten that we exist. Yeah. So the first thing is all the ones that are watching me passively. How many of them are there? 10. 10 of you. Would you be nice enough to at least say hello? Could you at least say hello? You don't have to be fancy. Just say hello. Just say hi. You don't have to tell us anything else. You don't want to. You know. Let's see how many people we can get to actually talk. The passive audiences. This is your chance to finally speak up. And I have to be subbed for 5 minutes. It's not that hard. Click the sub button. Join the channel. Turn on the notifications. And if you're on any other channels, do the same thing. How you doing, Gemini Jen? Welcome to the show. Michelle's here, yes. Am I here? No, Michelle's always there. So who else is here hiding in the backgrounds? Anyone else? So we were talking earlier this morning about solar panels, and I'm not going to get into a long spiel on this. Alec from Technology Connection talked about them too. Solar panels, convenience of them, free energy, great. Love the idea you can get free power from the sun. No gasoline, no diesel, no natural gas, no propane, no fossil fuels, no uranium. So the only thing is you don't got a lot of wall, or in my case, a lot of window. Right? A lot of window. So Michelle can maybe generate about 240 watts an hour, and that's pretty good. But then we came across it's just like Alex said, it's cheaper sometimes to buy it from a utility, which has got the money invested in large infrastructure to process huge amounts of solar power in a relatively inexpensive rate. Whereas if you buy your own solar panels, you have to deal with maintenance, those things, and that's usually not a problem. Usually, but like Craig Senior found out, is solar panels in your roof are also a problem. I'm fixing this cushion here. Yes, they punch holes in your roof installing solar panels. Maybe later. I didn't plan to do too much AI music. It's okay, Timmy Night John. Don't worry, Michelle is here too. So the thing is, that's another thing. Is what is it that you guys are looking for? People like Michelle's music. People hate Michelle's music. People like Michelle's technology discussions. People hate Michelle's technology discussions. People love the drama. Michelle hates the drama. It seems like, how do you make everybody happy if you can't? Because everybody wants different things. I.e., some want drama, music, music. Some people like reviews, some people like technical discussions, some people like general chat. So how do you make everybody happy? People subscribe to Michelle's channel. Some of them are great people and have never done anything wrong. Others have come in and they've tried to upset the apple cart repeatedly, and then those upset the ones that didn't come to upset the apple cart, and then they storm out, even though they didn't do anything wrong. So, I mean, what are you doing as a person, as a content creator? You basically invest your entire life to the show. I'm a little more flexible than Michelle in this area because I don't have nothing to lose, really. I really don't. The show has everything to lose. So that's the problem. Yeah, that's what it's like. It's just like when you bang a coffee lid against the... That's Michelle hitting her head against the wall. I love when I accidentally hit the button by mistake. But that's exactly what Michelle feels like.
Oh, yeah!
Dang it! Dang it! Maybe. But then again, some people say Michelle and I don't do enough. So how can that be? But Tiger Kitty would like to see more people come up on the panels too. And that'd be nice if more people would show up in the panels. Besides just Tiger, she'd like to see other people come back up. She'd like to see Brain Dead come up. She'd like to see Galaxy Eyes come up. She'd like to see Noodles come up for a little more now and then. She'd like to see, other people be part of the team. Well, unfortunately, on this channel, you don't get that option, sweetheart. Sorry, I don't. Well, yes, I understand that, but you're the only one that spoke up about that. No one else has. Because Tiger Kitty said herself, she'd like to see more people come up in the chats. And like we were in the chats yesterday night in the Discord, where was everybody? Watching other channels, I think. They were watching other channels. By 9 o'clock, Michelle was feeling like the whole panel was just basically winding down. And then Michelle was like trying to start an old cold engine in the morning. When the engine just wasn't getting enough fuel into the bowl of the carburetor, and it was just going but. And then you end up grabbing out the starter fluid, and all of a sudden you get kaboom! And then you're like, oh shoot. Starting fluid didn't help. So you pour some more gasoline into the bowl of the carburetor, and finally you get the engine starts to catch. But the oil is still as viscous as road tar, and you're like going, put, with big piles of snow showing up the back of the tailpipe. That's what it felt like last night. I was like, where was everybody? How you doing, Jeff? Welcome to the show. Welcome. Listen, the name NASQ Clips tells me all you want to watch is little pieces you can snip here and there. And you don't even know the backstory of anything. You're actually cutting yourself off from some interesting stuff that sometimes goes on. Think about that. Now, as far as what Michelle and I talked about earlier, we don't know if we're going to put another solar panel up on the roof to go with the first one, because we tried to find one that would fit within the frame of the window area, and we found one that would fit. We found a couple, actually. Yeah. But you're only getting a piece of the story, though. You don't get the whole thing. Kind of limiting. Good morning, Carolyn. How you doing today? It's too bad I can't get you guys any of those beautiful memberships. Michelle has those. They went from wrenches to shields. Yes, I see that. Well, you guys are the shield bearers. Oh, you guys are going to be you guys are the shield bearers for the archers that are behind you, shooting the arrows. Of course, they could be carrying swords too. Well, they do when they block people, kick people, time up people. $16 for me. Almost last year I had 16. A little bit last night. Yeah, a little bit last night. Then everybody left. Sorry about that. Tiger's dog passed away. Tiger's cat passed away. Tiger's got a new puppy now. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You know, I wonder what's going to happen, Michelle, if Rusty ever kicks the bucket in the middle of winter. Oh, you don't have a shovel. I know. Oh, my goodness, I don't. Right. And I don't have enough rocks to make a rock pier either to bury him. Or maybe I'll just have to place his body into the dumpster. Oh, let's hope he doesn't die in the wintertime then. Of course, you could always, we'll just leave it alone at that for now. Speaking of Rusty, he's in the. I think he's in the bedroom now. You fed him dinner, right? Yes, I did. Yeah. Who's that? I think for Rusty, I think we would probably end up just be forced to kind of just put him into the dumpster, which I know is sad, and I agree. Oh, well, outside, it's frozen enough. You know, I had to do that with some kittens. Put them in dumpster, put them in a garbage bag that passed away, and put them into the dumpster. I gave them the extreme unction. I said, "I'm sorry, kitties. I don't have any place to put you in the ground. May the may unreliable refuse find you a good spot in the landfill." Nobody's putting Rusty in the dumpster. What we're saying is, if for some reason Rusty ever passed on in the middle of winter and we have no way to bury him because we have no shovel, what are we going to do with him? You know, you can't just leave him on the bed decomposing if there was to come up. You know, you'd have to dispose of him. You have to bury him. Ideally, we would like to bury him in the backyard, but oh, okay. Well, I agree, but me and Michelle also realized that there's not much you can do. You know, if that happens in the wintertime, you have no shovel. You can't dig a hole because there's nobody to help you dig a hole. Um, there ain't no room in the freezer. No, he's too big. Yeah, it's too big. And so it's Rusty. Yeah, it would take the whole freezer just by himself. Um, let's get to something more positive. Yeah, I know. My veterinarian would have done it for me, but it's like $200 or something like that. Usually, I hold a couple of things like a pizza or something like that. Unless you want to do what they did with Lennon and basically have him full of embalming fluid on the state display for the rest of his life. Oh, jeez. uh, that's sort of creepy enough. Yeah, we keep food in all the freezers. Yeah. Back in Willimantic, I think, what, about 1999? Yeah, Mother Cat didn't make enough milk and they all starved to death. Except for one. He was smart. He managed to get all the milk from his brothers and sisters. Yeah, they would be wondering. That's going to cost money, too. Uh, well, let's just get to the main point. Today's topic is that we got We got the YouTube blues. That's what Michelle's been feeling because of the changes, the policies, and a lot of content creators have noticed it, and they've been complaining to YouTube, and YouTube has just kind of panned them off with yeah. Yeah, so it looks like Tuesday is going to warm up a little bit. So, I'll try to get some things done, like pay the rent and stuff, and take care of that, and go shake some money out of the ATM for the month, $200 for the hair and shopping and stuff like that. Yeah, they did. Do you want to see record breaking? You see what's going on in Orlando, Florida right now? Talking about record breaking. They got ice where they never got ice before. They're loading on the Universal Orlando theme park. As well as Disney World. Yeah, that's true. Maybe about an inch or something, but yeah, there's a it's a polar vortex thing. I should explain this. The weather is changing. The polar vortex is running rampant right now. By the middle of February, you're going to be seeing more polar vortex effects, cold weather that's going to keep going on. And so February is going to be very nip and tuck, very cold, icy in places, snowy because of the what is it, the PASA NAL, North Atlantic Oscillation or Arctic Oscillation. Yeah, it'll be minus because minus means it's losing control. Okay, so in words, what's keeping it corralled is lost control. Yeah. So you might see more snow in a few weeks, as long as a lot of cold temperatures. I'm sure the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change are probably going, oh, shoot, what happened to global warming? I'm sorry, but your data set is incorrect. It is not internet. It is not warming. And Michelle even said, even though she reluctantly said that this year was going to be a banger, she knew this year was going to be a banger. And this so far 2026 has been a banger. Even more so than 2025. It's hard to say. It's very unusual. That's all I can tell you, Courtney. I don't have a lot of detail on it. Well, right now, all we know about 3i Atlas is that it's on its way to Jupiter right now. It still has a reverse tail. It has done some very unusual, non-traditional comet/asteroid. That's why they call it interstellar object now, because instead of a comet, because it's not acting strictly like a comet. That's all I can tell you right now. But it's on its way to Jupiter right now, so it's not near Earth now. It left Earth some time ago, in December. And speaking of that, let me check something else here. Oh man, I didn't check to see who was hidden because I rarely hide people, but yeah, I got some people, but they're, let's see. Well, Tina's real, we know that. That's fake. That's fake. That's fake. Who is Ava? I don't know. So, that's all I know. I do think we're going to see some possibly first contact in 2026, but I'm not sure exactly how it's going to play out. Yeah, I think you might see something. There's a lot of things that are being discovered that's in astronomy right now that's kind of mystifying. With the James West Space Telescope, we've discovered things in the distance that look very, very interesting, including other possible habitable planets in the Goldilocks zone. But they're kind of far away, so they're not like it's something that we can get to unless we can get faster than light transportation. Something that they are working on. But it's not really ready yet for marketing for spacecraft at this point. Yeah, they are. They're cool. But I'm hoping that maybe we can improve on the other telescopes that we have, including making a newer version of the Hubble telescope. That's something Elon Musk is working on. That's not us. Elon Musk had planned to set up a colony on Mars, but I don't know when that's going to be. I think he originally said 2030, but I think it's going to be later than that. What do you mean by a time machine? Oh, you mean with the way the James Webb Space Telescope picks up images? Not Rusty's kittens. Kittens from another cat many years ago. Yeah. Many years ago. Because I was too frozen, I couldn't find a place to bury them. That was long ago, Darlene. Not recently. 1998. Yeah. Only one of Rusty's kittens got hit by a car. That was Sylvester. The other ones are fine. They grew up. They good to be big cats, successful. raising their own kitty families. He is now, yeah. Yeah, he is now. It was just like Michelle, she said to the vet, I think he's had enough kittens right now. I don't think we need any more. So, just kind of weird when you think about it. What do you think is the one thing that you really wish? Well, usually there's clinics in your area for that. Depending what your state is, you can look for vaccination clinics. Um, just contact your local veterinarian. They could do it, of course, and maybe. I haven't really kept up anything on archaeology. They haven't either. Just it's an interesting subject, though. Looking at the history about pre-human civilizations that may have been here on Earth. Something we don't talk a lot about. Yeah. Just another day. I haven't really kept up with any archaeology. Yeah, carbon dioxide is the major component gas on Mars, which means theoretically we can create O2 by separating it. We can also make natural gas too. No, I haven't. I'm not interested in reading about Epstein. He was a gross guy, and that's all I can tell you. Yeah, I like the ones in India. Um, some of the temples in India are very interesting. Yeah, we don't really have very many interesting. I would say that you do. You do. Yeah, but I mean, like, we can do that. Oh, I was gonna show how you use the Vago connectors with these. Oh, yes. The lever nuts. The lever nuts. These are wires that we use for power. It's only 20 gauge. Yeah, I know. It's about all those lever nuts. We haven't even really used them. Yeah, I still do tarot readings. Mr. Lummy does too. Yeah. I don't think so. Look, the way I see it, Trump is in enough trouble for things that has nothing to do with Epstein. Some people feel that the Democrats are not getting their things done right. And yeah, that's really good point, Loom. And the fact is that um yeah, she's a Republican, but we kind of wonder if Trump really was doing the right thing in the second term, because we think he kind of made a few mistakes with this tariff thing. We still think he's making mistakes. You can't have tariffs if you don't already have local industries to make the products that the tariffs are supposed to protect. And that's the reason why we kind of question about his way of approaching a problem. Yeah, it's a shame because it's confusing. Yeah, well, some of them, they see the intent, but removing the penny, for example, was a mistake. Me and Michelle have been together for many lifetimes. Actually, we are twin souls. We share a lot of experiences. When I'm alive, Michelle's my spirit guide, and when she's alive, I was her spirit guide, as I was originally from 1973 up until 2011. And the difference was this body was designed for two. The mother god said Michelle has to ask you to move in, and then you guys would share the body together, because this body was built for two. So that's how that started. It was that we ended up basically sharing this body together. Why do I think your hair is sticking out? It probably is. Okay, well, it's on your side anyway. No, it's on your side. Oh boy. All right. So we were supposed to get together, and Mother God said, "Well, here's the deal. This is Michelle's time on Earth, and yes, we want to share this body together. But last time I put two souls in one body, they tend to go mad. And so here's the deal. You guys, if Michelle invites you to come in, then you guys can come in together, and the body is meant for that way." And me and Michelle fell in love with each other, and we decided to get married, and we've been together since 2011, May 1st, which is Beltane, so long time. Yeah, well, it's the short story about how we met. I met her in 1973, November, I think it was. Yeah. No, wait, it was a little bit earlier than November because it wasn't snowing yet. Right. Well, Carmen was actually, I asked after Michelle's injury in December 6, 2019. I reached out to Mother God. I said, "Mom, look, here's the deal. I never had to help somebody who's physically injured like this. Michelle is so devastated because she doesn't think she'll ever be able to dance anymore. I need to see Michelle still feel like she can do things. Is there any way you could find someone that can help Michelle get back on her feet and feel like she's something?" And Mother God said, "Let me look around and see if I can find somebody." And but she said, "Until I find a person, you're still gonna have to get Michelle walking. you still have to get her back on her feet to do everyday walk. And she ain't going to be able to dance right away, but she'll be able to walk. So you got to get her to walk. Got to keep her active. Got to keep her active on her toes, and so she can build up her leg muscles. And so we did. And then it was this July, I think, a Silver Moon show when you played Chicka Chicka Boom Chick. Yeah. And then I was listening to the song, and I said, "Well, I wonder what she looks like on YouTube." And so I found some of her video content from movies on YouTube, and then as I was listening to the video, hearing the songs, Carmen said to me, "Hey, that's my videos. That's me. That's who I am. I was one that was asked to help you to get back on your feet." And I was so excited. I was like, yeah, wow, you're cute, you know? She's cute. That's sort of the problem. Me and Carmen kind of got into a row over that. No, it's not. So that's how Carmen's been with us since 2002. And 6 years. 4 years. 4 years. She's been sleeping on her couch, our metaphorical couch, for about the past 3. Because she likes being here. But she still works for the other people on the other side, too. Yeah. And let's see. I know Michelle's thinking about, you want to check out those lever nuts, don't you? Yeah, can we show them a little bit of the lever nuts? I wanted to show how they worked. You're kidding. Yeah. Well, that's on Michelle's channel. I don't have that one. No, let me has her own outro. Yeah. Yeah, I have a different outro. Well, the actual voice was actually sampled, and then I fed it into a program that takes the voice sample, and then Carmen suggested what I type into it, and then I typed it into the prompt, and then that created the message, and then I added it to the outro with the woman in the purple dress. Yeah. And I forgot what the site was I used to do it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like hearing what we got to say about us. Anyway, so Michelle wanted to show you something, because she's like, wanted to show you exactly what the difference is with a lever nut versus what a wire nut is. Although, Michelle, could we really do it on your channel? Because I don't think most people really give a fuck anyway. It's just a connector. I guess so. Yeah, later on. Those Vagos are really neat because you can. Well, I don't disagree. It sounds boring. I think Michelle was thinking about just having something to do to sell stem for some reason. Yeah, kind of. Oh yeah, we fight. We argue. We argue a lot. Sometimes all 3 of us argue. I'm not sure exactly how we always resolve it, though. No one usually goes away mad, but let's talk about, for example, the solar panel thing. Just use as an example. Michelle wants to buy more solar panels, and I'm like, for why? Why do you need more solar panels? You don't even fully use the one you got. And she's like, I know, but I want to make a bigger system. Michelle, the best you're going to get is about 300 watts out of your window. What? They're married to Putin. I don't know what to say about that. It's a weird message. Says, I wonder if Michelle ever got married to Noodles. If it'd be like a conjoined twins. No, it's kind of more like polygamy. Yeah, kind of, but Noodles and me are just friends. Yeah, we're just friends. How you doing, Hammer and Nails? Welcome to the show today. I've got a lot going on right now. So I got some records sorted out for tonight for Silver Moon. Yes, we are going to play this again. The Queen record. Yeah. Mindbender. Foreigner. So far, so good. And Rush. I don't think I'm going to be able to get much more than that. 4 records on the turntable. What about Man at Work? Oh, because what about playing Men at Work? You haven't played that one lately. Yeah, I got Men at Work too. Yeah. So, right now, Michelle, I know, wants to go outside soon. You know, I don't want to freeze to death. No, I know that. Or worse, slide on snow and fall. And nah, you're pretty good about not falling. I don't think that's a problem. No, I'm not into rap. Michelle's not either. I did buy some club mixes, but they were kind of They made Michelle's stomach so upset she was shitting diarrhea for days. I know Basic. I know Cobol. I know some Fortran. I know a little bit of 6502 assembly. Yeah, Michelle physically got sick from playing rap music. She had such bad upset stomach she had diarrhea from playing the rap records. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It was weird. COBOL, common business oriented language. It was very common programming language for back in the 1960s and 70s for business. But I haven't worked with COBOL in years, so I mean, some of the stuff I kind of forgot, like the different sections and divisions. But environmental section, working section, environment division, program division. The different types of perform statements, perform until, repeat until. Some of that's similar to Basic 09 and retail Microsoft Basic. I like Microsoft. I like Basic 09 from Microware because that stuff was great. When I was writing programs for my COBOL class, I could still do structs, and I would do great many programs in Basic 09 at home and debug them, and then I would recode them in COBOL for class or run them on the school computer. I know a little bit of C. I have a problem with vectors like ARGC, ARGV. Parsing command lines. 6809 assembly is kind of interesting. Yeah. Which is kind of... The side like Z80 and 8080 assembly is just weird. Yeah. The problem with programming, though, is it's a lonely hobby. It's a lonely job. It's not like you get a chance to go out and mingle with most people. You know, if you go anywhere, it's a meeting or the company is trying to find out how each division of the company is. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, Microsoft is trying to find a way to get people back to Windows 11 now to basically have everybody left the Windows platform. I have not heard Microsoft say anything about, let's get rid of this TPM 2.0 requirement. Let's get rid of this processors any older than version 6 processor demand. Let's make it Windows 11 installable on computers with local accounts. Let's get rid of the adware. Let's get rid of the spamware. Let's get rid of the spyware. I'm not hearing anything about that. Yeah, I know. Okay, I understand that. Yeah. But you also need to be careful, too. What programming is, it's not very energetic. So you tend to not do a lot, and you get kind of overweight. Yeah, you do. That's C# is weird, yeah. Apparently, Visual Basic is weird too, from what I've seen. It doesn't make any sense. It's not like Microsoft Basic. It's not like Quick Basic either. I used to write programs on my Commodore 64 on my Tandy color computer. After he did Juvie Hall, he just never, to my knowledge, never got back into criminal stuff again. That's all I know. I talked to him many, many years ago. Yeah, that's one of the jobs that AI is going to get rid of, is coding jobs. However, there are some jobs that AI cannot do yet. One of them is any kind of jobs that involve the physical trades, like auto mechanic, electricians, plumbers, carpenters, HVAC technicians. So there's jobs to be done, but they're not in the blue collar, technicians, mechanical engineer people. These jobs are the ones that AI will not be replacing. It's a long story, Courtney. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's a long story. Back from Willimantic days. I don't want to go there. Yeah. So, like, I did do a song on that. You guys like music, I guess. I don't know. Oh, you could play that song. Do you have that on the hard drive? Trades for Nothing? I might. Let me see if I can find it. That program. Oops, sorry. Trades for Nothing. And the song is kind of based on the concept of the one by Dire Straits, but it's different in the sense that it's talking about how the trade industry, how the people that were working in offices were just kind of miserable. They weren't really getting anywhere in life. Let's see if I can find it here. Did you download all these songs? I don't know. Okay, trades for nothing. Trades for nothing. Untitled Clear. Alright, tell you what, why don't we just play the the other video site there. Okay, just because it might be easier. So basically, the song goes that these office workers were upset because they went through all this work to go to college to get their degree so they get a white collar job, and yet their white collar jobs are pretty much going away, getting stuck with layoffs, not getting jobs anymore. It's called Degrees for Nothing. Oh, here we go. All about Degrees for Nothing. I'm going to play version 2. Well, I'm a little bit, but this one here is a pretty good song.
Now look at them tradesmen. That's the way you do it. Fixing up the pipes with the tools in their hands. That looks easy. That's the way you do it. Trade for something and no loans in the plan. We gotta write these resumes, custom applications every day. We gotta scroll these job postings, hoping for that interview someday. See the young grad with the cap and gown and the laptop. Yeah, buddy, he's searching around. That young grad got a bachelor's degree now. That young grad wants that office downtown. We gotta sit through these phone calls, spreadsheets filling up the screen. We gotta wait for that call back while they're clocking out early, it seems. Now that ain't easy. That's the way you do it. Cubicles and
there is a resource issue.
They're out there working with their hands now. Money for something and the truck's already born.
Well, it's not all bad.
Should've checked out trade school, should've learned a skill real soon. Now they're driving home on Friday evenings while we're still at the desk in our room. Oh, that ain't easy. All of our degrees for nothing, and the loans ain't free. All of our degrees for nothing, but hey, you'll figure it out, you'll see. All of our degrees for nothing, and the loans ain't free.
let's not forget there's another type of music that no one ever really bletches about, and that is human regenerative music, where people take samples of music from another artist, basically mixes it into their song, basically taking pieces of this, pieces of that, slapping it together, calling it a song, and nobody complains. AI just does the same thing and a much more efficient way. But the human beings still have to tell the AI how to put the pieces together. As this song here demonstrates, Michelle wrote that song because she wanted to tell a story, and she was there coaching the software all the way around, telling how she wanted to tell the story. It just makes it just like sampling did in the 80s. It makes it easier, lower cost entry for creators of music. It's not necessarily bad, but it's just that it's kind of cheap in the music trade, I think. I'll be honest. Right, and that's true. It's the same thing with Hollywood. They're adapting too. They're realizing, for example, why have to do custom optical effects for movies when you could just go ahead and have it SCI or a digital scene that they can use for movies. And it saves money for set designs. But when you talk about resources, however, it is true that AI computer farms use a tremendous amount of electricity, water, resources, and that is absolutely true. There is no doubt. Colossus 2 in I believe Tennessee is using an old former Duke Power gas turbine energy generating plant to power XAI's Colossus 2. This thing uses a tremendous amount of water from the Tennessee River as well. Is it the Tennessee River or is it the Columbine River? Columbian. I think it's the Columbian River. Okay, but still, a lot of water. So to cool those computer cores. Now, some people were saying as well, so what happened was XAI bought the old Duke gas turbine plant, bought their own gas turbines from Europe because they were cheaper, brought them over to the old Duke Energy plant that they bought, set them up with 4 large gas turbine plants, each generating about 380 megawatts of power, giving a little bit of extra leeway for extra capacity if all 4 are running on time, making it possible for Colossus to constantly be training Grok constantly. Yeah, they're professional guitarists. They made AI song, and it was good. So they copied all the guitar riffs and is collaborating with other musicians to bring it to life. Exactly. And not exactly, so exactly kind of what Michelle did with this song. The AI created the song. Michelle likes it. It's simple. If Michelle could get some local musicians to say, all right, let's try playing this for real, and a real singer, and a real video of real frustrated office workers. And it could be easily go viral. This song could easily go viral because it's exactly what's going on. AI is taking your office jobs. We don't need office jobs anymore. Got AI doing all those. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. And we've been doing it with samples in the music industry since the 1970s. Exactly that too. So even before AI, human generated music was doing the same thing, the sampling this and sampling that. Just AI just does it more faster. Yeah. All right, Courtney, I'll talk to you later. And let's be honest, if you are in Hollywood and you're a set designer and you realize that you're under the Screen Actors Guild pay scale, it costs more money to hire a person to design a set than it is just to go ahead and create a set through AI software and just use green screen or other type of masking to do the shows. It saves money. And companies need to save money. It's a step of increasing the creation progress. Absolutely. It's just a tool. Just like a screwdriver is a tool, or a wrench, or a pen, or a pencil, or a keyboard, or mouse, or a car, or a forklift, or a boat, or a plane. It's a tool. It's a tool that gets a job done. Even if you're using AI to actually do the song, you have to tell the AI exactly what you want. You're still going to be involved in the listing progress, listening to what it came up with, and determine if the song is what you want. And if you do like it, you might say, well, gee, I love the song, but we need to change this chorus because I think it's a little sucky. And you go ahead and you start getting into the AI and say, let's change this chorus. And that's what we did with the music on my channel. It's not a matter of all saying it all sucks, because it's not really fair. No, I'm not saying I got all my music is beautiful. Promoter Blues is terrible. I hate that song. I know, but it's there because it's telling a story. Yeah. It saves me and Michelle a lot of time, too. Considering we don't know how to play an instrument very well. Sure, she can play a violin a little bit, make some happy squonks and squeaks, but honestly, she's tried to learn how to play music. It's not easy. You know, it takes skill, and Michelle doesn't have that skill. And that's one of the reasons I'm saying is because you got a software program doesn't mean that your software is going to be perfect, but it is a tool. It does help you create new things. I mean, for example, Michelle could show you the songs that you. How many of you here have? Oh, should we play any of your music, Michelle? It's up to you. Not all the songs have videos on YouTube. No, not yet, because no one created the song for Hammer and Nails yet in the video. I didn't send it to the Canadian girl. She's good with visuals. I'm not good with visuals. And, I mean, we worked hard on the songs that we do, and they're, it's a tool. I don't know if that's necessarily always true, but sometimes I'd like to know why it does that. I think in some ways it's showing lack of respect for the creator. Be it Michelle or me or Canadian Girl or the other people who have put these songs to videos, and there's a reason the music's either people like it or they don't. They just can't change that. It makes you leave, but that doesn't necessarily make everybody leave. No, it doesn't. So since you don't like it, let me ask you, what exactly is about the music you do not like? Little content? Well, tell me. Just tell me. What is it about the music you do not like? I mean, there's some good songs out there, but I'm asking you, what is it about the music you don't like? I think maybe what it is it's too sterile. Too sterile? What do you mean? Because, human singers sometimes don't always sing in time, and sometimes they miss up on a note or something. Or they miss a note on the strings or the keyboard, and that occasionally mistaken key. Oh, I'd like to beg you different on that. I'd like you to tell me why you think that when there are some good examples of some very nice AI music out there. Let's be honest. There's a lot of music out there AI makes that actually is very good. Exactly. You're just one voice of many. What is it about the music you don't like? I'm asking you to please tell me and Michelle what exactly is it in the music you do not like? You say you don't make good music, but can you quantifiably tell me why it doesn't make good music? That's what I'd like to hear. I'd like to know what makes it not make good music. Well, apparently in this case, it seems to be the opposite. You think it's garbage, well, some people think it's good. So I'm asking you to tell me what is it about the music you do not like. Why doesn't it sound good? Now, I'm asking more specifically, not just for just generics. I want the details as best you can explain it. Why you say it does not sound good. I want to know exactly what it is you don't like about it. I'm sure David S. would like to hear the answer too. He makes music as well. What is it about the music you don't like? What is it about the sound of the music? I'm asking you if you could explain to me why you say it don't sound good. That's all I'm asking. It should be kind of simple. If you there's certain things, there's certain style of music that I agree doesn't sound good. I don't like rap. I don't like hip hop. Michelle don't like rap. Michelle don't like hip hop. But what is it about the music that you don't like? David, someday send me some of your music so I can send it over to this guy so he can hear it. Yeah, we were doing that same stuff back in the 1980s, but real musicians were doing the same thing. Are you saying that resample music from the 1980s was all good too? Hey, good morning, T girl. How you doing today? Oh, I'm not asking to send it to you directly, sweetheart. I'm just going to ask David S. if he could actually give me a sample of a song so we can play it, so we can hear what his music sounds like. I wanted to hear some of David S.'s music. Exactly. We do the same thing too. Sometimes Michelle sings along with the songs. Yeah. Well, there's not too many of you here right now. There's 7 of you. You're saying you're all 7 of you? I don't think so. Nobody hates the cat. Okay, we're saying. Look, I'm saying is if for some reason it happens in the wintertime, we can't get a shovel to bury the body. What are we gonna do? That's hopefully isn't gonna happen. But yeah, we should get a shovel. Yeah, or a backhoe. No, you just get a shovel. If it happens, just so you can bury the cat if you need to. You're a troll in your own way. You know that, right? You're a little troll, and you don't forget that. Yeah, well, I like rock too. Michelle likes country and rock, but we don't like rap. There's an industry that's all sampled. How many people actually realize that most rap music is sampled anyway? You know, it's HI, human intelligence generative music. It's the same thing, similar to AI music, except you're using human samples from other artists as you're backtracking in your songs. That's the same process. Well, listen, I think you don't understand one thing. I don't think it's really Michelle's or my fault that this is going on with YouTube. YouTube itself has been destroying long-form content creators now for the last 3 years. Ever since they pushed this shorts thing, the long-form content creators have absolutely had no success anywhere. They can't make it because the long-form content is not getting any airplay. Now think about that. If you're not getting any airplay because everybody wants to create music, content is shorts, trying to reach out to a tiny people that have a brain the size of a walnut and only have an attention span of about 15 seconds. And you're going to tell me you're going to create a 15-minute video? Don't want to even watch even the 3-minute ones. Even the 3-minute ones get Generation Alpha all confused. We're not talking specifically about live streamers. We're talking about people who do videos. Not quite the same thing. Exactly. A lot of it is auto-tuned, sampled, regurgitated, stuff that you complain about AI. Human beings were doing it since the 1970s. And what exactly are some live streamers actually talking about anyway? Trauma, and more drama, and fake pretentious baloney. They're not talking about real content. They're not talking about what Michelle's channel does. Michelle's channel is her and you and me and you are just here trying to talk about things like responsible people. Doesn't mean we're always going to be doing a great job on it, but we try. The thing is, we have been working on this content now for all these years. It can't be doing too wrong. I got 374 subs. And you know what? Michelle's really kind of not doing bad either. 10,880 subs. It's just that the trolls keep on leaving because the trolls don't get anything out of it that they really wanted. Because most of the trolls didn't want the way we're trying to do. Michelle's trying to create a whole different environment than the YouTube standard fare. Yeah, exactly. And some videos don't really work well for shorts. Because they need longer time to explain things. Yeah. Exactly, David S. Immersive content comes in many flavors. Remember that, sweetheart. It's not all the same content. For example, somebody may enjoy when someone's trying to debug a computer program that just doesn't work. or they're working on an old ancient machine and they're wondering how can they get this program to run from a tape cartridge that's old and gummed up rollers, and they need to get this program loaded. For example, like on what was it? Usagi Electric's working on the Bendix G15 from 1955. How do you get that old ancient vacuum computer to run when the machine's got bad capacitors, bad power supplies, having to recap the thing, possibly replace vacuum tubes, lots of germanium diodes? Takes time. Try to explain that in a 3-minute video. Good luck. It took him many months to get that thing working. Now it's in System Source Museum, and it's fully been restored and operating right now. No, that's not necessarily true, because guess why? Take Snyder Reports. His channel doesn't move much. He's talking about real world news events. He doesn't move his camera. He's at the same desk every day. And so was a few other news channels. They do the same thing. They have the same location. Sometimes they show us thumbnails from titles and stuff, but that's it. We can do that, but we can't do it on a live stream because it takes time to prepare. But on a video, Michelle can do that. Yeah. Thank you very much, T-Girl. Could you explain it to him why you like my content and Michelle's content? Because I don't think this youngster understands exactly what makes this content unique. I'd like to hear some other people speak up on this. Maybe she might be new here, but Michelle is always trying to do some new stuff. Sometimes I don't do very much. Sometimes she does, sometimes she don't. She's a human being, for God's sakes. You know? Apparently, neither will you. Now, you won't either, because you're always saying it's the same old, same old. You don't really know a lot about our content, do you? You don't know about what we do besides just do the morning show. We did a live stream of Dusty bugging a AC hum power problem, which was it wouldn't have been so bad if you didn't keep accidentally pressing the buttons for the wrong cameras. Yeah. Oh, anyway, it was kind of boring for some people. Brian K was kind of yawning. Like, my God, are we going to be listening to this buzzing all day? No. Right now, it's almost time to get ready to wrap it up in about a half hour or so. Well, me and Michelle content is great because we chat about a lot of various topics. Michelle's music, Wow AI has some wonderful lyrics, and there's some cool people that are in her community. No, I don't hate anybody, and I don't hate the cat either. No, I never said I hated Rusty. Come on, give me a break. What Michelle and I were trying to say is that we don't know what in heaven's name we would do. He's 15 years old. 2012. 14. Yeah. Long time. He's still alive, still breathing, still healthy. But what's going to happen when Michelle dies? Are they going to put her in the dumpster too? Probably. A big roll-off dumpster. Hi, Grace. How you doing? Yeah, that's incorrect. How you doing, Brain Dead? Welcome to the show today. Welcome. Okay, give me this. The thing is that as far as me and Michelle's content goes, it's not necessarily for everybody, and you know it. It's just the way it is. Just like some people don't like they don't like Noodles content either. Just as some people don't like Blazing Needles content. Just like some people don't like Hecat's Daughter's content. The point is YouTube is a platform where many people with different styles of content can find their own particular communities that people appreciate their content. And man, we've established our content here because we're not trying to put pretentious games or play on any kind of personas. We're just being us. Okay. Yeah, we had that one time on the cruise ship with my parents. Oh God, yeah. I was just a spare guy at the time. You and your brother got blitzed. Well, we were legal teenage. Yeah, that's not the point. You guys were blasted. Oh yeah. Cat's fine. He's alive. He's breathing. He's just doing his own kitty things. He's in the bedroom, I think, right now. I just would like to try to grab all these trolls by the horns and go, what is it about our content that you hate so much? I don't understand why we get trolls in the first place. They hate our content and they show up here, they sub and then they unsub, and they resub and then they unsub, and then they keep doing this game over and over again. It devastates Michelle emotionally. The fact is, she's trying to grow her channel for legitimate people who really enjoy what she's got to show. I'd like to know, too, why they do that. And I still haven't figured it out. Absolutely. Thank you, T-Girl. We appreciate that. I do not hate Rusty. Shut up. I never said I hated the cat. What is it with you? Time him out. Time him out! Yeah, 24 hours. Get out of my hair. Why do I hate the trolls? I'm talking about the ones that have traumatized Michelle, starting from 2016, 17, 18th, and the 19th, that have basically ruined her life emotionally, sent her into PTSD hell, basically almost ready to the point of basically commit herself to a mental hospital because she couldn't cope with it. And the people were thinking it was all funny when she would be breaking down on camera and crying in misery because she couldn't figure out how she was supposed to work around the problem. Yes, we all love the cat. He sleeps on the show with me every night. Yeah. Exactly. We try to be relaxing. That's what the song is the light I keep is about. Do you understand what the light I keep is about? It's about a lighthouse keeper. She maintains a safe harbor in the storm. Sure, there's some dangerous rocks near the shore, but the light allows the sea captains to know where the safe harbor is, so they can quietly pilot their boats in safe harbor where they can be relaxed and feel comfortable, and there would be a place that they could go on shore or shore leave, like a small community, like a small pub, maybe a small inn or motel, where they can go chill out. That's what the Light I Keep is about. It's what the song's about. It's just that. Hello, Green Thing. How you doing today? Yeah, but why come here? This is we don't. We're not trying. We don't want them to destroy the feeling for the rest of us. Some of them do change, Green Thing. Some of them do change, but some don't. What do you mean tricked you into getting a pack of cigarettes? The Florida Air tricked me into buying a pack of cigarettes for the first time in a month. What does that mean? Well, unfortunately, guys, winter isn't over yet. Well, somebody has to speak up. Michelle certainly has a right to. I have a right to. Probably not. Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, how many channels are like me and Michelle's out there on YouTube? I asked Rock and he said there's like 7 others. 7? 7 to 11 other channels like ours. That's it. Out of the millions and millions of YouTube, there's only like 7 to 11 other channels like our channels. Yes. And yes, I'm on the Stone Goddess channel. I'm on the Welcome to My World channel, and I'm on D Live, and I'm on YouTube on Limmy's channel. Yeah, trying to get some love on the other ones, which don't usually get a lot of love. So you should forget that. I mean, let's talk about the one song. Michelle, can I play one of your songs? Well, of course you can play one of my songs. Which one? The Light I Keep. Oh, yeah, okay. Absolutely. Let's get this on the screen so you can see this. The Light I Keep. Um, now, before we play that song, I want to explain what the light that keeps about. I already explained about the lighthouse. Yes. And I explained why the channel exists, what the content's about, and I think it's admirable. There's not so many safe harbors on YouTube, for a lack of a bad name. Now, let's take a look at. I gotta get ready to use the bathroom soon. Oh, I know. Let's see. Why keep playlists. Window capture 2. YouTube Studio. Yeah, two YouTube studios. Yeah, I know. Which one is it? No, that's not that one. This one? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so now the song describes kind of gratefulness is indeed part of this channel. That's why this channel exists. And when Michelle wrote this song, it explains what the song's about.
In a sea of
Just listen to the
voices
words.
loud and wild, I built a beacon, soft and mild, with stories, songs, and candlelight. I offered warmth in darkest night. I wasn't perfect, no, not at all, but I answered every lonely call.
I'm on D Live
and
too.
though my
Yep.
hands forgot to
I'm on
say,
I'm on Bachella's channel.
my
D
heart
Live.
was grateful every day. But they don't see the storms I brave, the hearts I hold, the lives I save. I keep the fire, I mend the seams, and sail through others' shattered dreams. I may not speak the thanks they see, but love still flows from light I keep.
Let's mute the sound and read the captions, brain dead.
I trusted some to guard my flame, but they forgot what brought them fame. They spoke for me in words unkind,
Christian,
not knowing all
I
the
had
weight I mind.
D Live. I got rid of it last week.
The harbor
Had I known, I would have given you $2,000 lemons. Well, I just recently reopened the D Live again, so.
They don't see the storms I brave, the hearts I hold, the lives I save. I keep the fire, I mend the seams.
I mean, Michelle's community is very diverse. People with different abilities, strengths, weaknesses. But we all come here to share stories and learn from each other.
One day I'll rest, the wind will still, but not until I've climbed.
Notice the sacral or the healing chakra of the chest there.
Lighthouse made of flesh and bone. So judge me not by what you hear, but by the hearts I draw near. I don't need crowns or perfect speech. The souls I touch are still in reach. And if I stumble, if I weep,
Now, think of what that song says. Michelle's community, my community. We reach out to you because we want to be a safe harbor for so many. There are many in this community of various different abilities and disabilities. But we all respect each other. And sometimes we do make mistakes. But I still think that we need to remember that. No. You won't be if you don't act like an idiot. I thought wasn't a troll that's saying that. I'm on Rumble too, but I'm not going live with Rumble right now. So, for the audience, what do you think? I mean, how much more can you do? I mean, it's what this whole channel is about. It's not the only thing that Michelle's channel is about, but it's just a piece of the music. So let's play one more song. There's some cute songs here. Let's see if I can find another good one. Let's see. Songs. Well, what about this one here? This is the Maiden of the Snow. You can play that one. I like the one that's still on I Love Song AI. I haven't moved in here yet. This is the one that's the public one. Yeah, we'll play it. Let's see, you can hear this one.
She was born beneath September skies.
Listen to the words.
Starlit eyes and open hands. A whisper in the harvest wind. A healer walking winter's lands. The earth had secrets in her bones. The clouds would listen when she'd sing. A beam of light, a voice unknown said, "Child, you are the snowbound queen."
Come on, Brain Dad, just listen to the song.
I am Virgo, keeper of the frost, a maiden serving Gaia's trust. Not by fire, not by throne, but by silence, ice, and stone. A druid's heart beneath the snow. I breathe with earth, I let it flow. In stillness I was crowned unseen, the winter queen, the Virgo green. Others dance in Beltane's flame, but I walk slow through ashen trees. Where
I never played The Sims 2, I always played The Sims 3.
And winter holds the sacred.
Yes, Dad, so I wasn't going to play a ton of songs, I was just trying to point out something here. Well, we can certainly play that one, I guess.
But does not die. In emerald realms and starlit sleep, I keep the balance, wind and sky.
Chris, I wouldn't worry about it because right now I'm not going after copyrights for that.
Not with thunder, not with might, but with order, love, and light. A druid's oath and crystal night. I guide the storm.
Yeah, but you're probably surprised that there's probably a lot of sites.
Chosen not by sword or scheme, but by guile and dream.
I did not ask for crown or name. The earth just called.
And that was the line that my singer has to say, or she says it. It was interesting how it got mixed up like that. That's what she says.
I did not ask for crown or name. The earth just called, and I became.
No, wouldn't be surprised. All right, Tomcat. The yeah. I see old Tomcat. I'm gonna find it now. Just gotta find it. Like I said, not all my songs are that great. There's some that are good, and there's some that suck. Let's see, do I sell Tomcat? Driving my Kenworth, the Cal leads the way. Donald Trump we stand. I think it's gotta go back one page. Let me just type in the word Tomcat. Tomcat? Just Tomcat. Here it is. There you go. This is for Nads. She likes the song. So, this is.
Old Tomcat Rusty, sitting on the fence.
Oh, you made your chat disappear.
Watch the young, the Tomcats, it all made sense. Young John came by with a heart full of woe. He tried all his tricks, but Close said no. Rusty said, listen son, here's what you need to know. It ain't about the swagger or putting on a show. She wants a love that's steady, a partner true and kind, to raise her little kittens with a peace of mind. John hung his head low with a heavy heart.
Chris, I made it
Said I've done the
a public
chasing,
statement
but I don't
on my
know
music
where to
that you
start.
can use it anywhere you want. I just
She's
asked
not
the people to
impressed
give
by
it
fighting
attribution
or
and
the
let them
trophies that I
know.
bring. She's
where it comes
looking
from.
for a Tomcat who'll give her everything. Well, it ain't about the swagger or putting on a show. She wants a love that's steady, a partner true and kind.
Yeah, Rusty's a really good cat. He does hang out with other
Peace of
cats.
mind.
The song is based on his actual behavior he does with other cats. He doesn't fight them normally.
It's not about the conquest, it's about the love within.
There's a younger cat that he hangs out with.
And your days
That's
sure
another boy
can.
cat. He's a younger cat.
Prove to her you're ready to always be there. John looked up at Rusty.
Rusty's a big cat, absolutely. But like me, he's
Said,
trying to
"I'll
get his
be
weight
that
down a little
Tomcat.
bit.
I'll do it right. I'll love her with my heart, be gentle and true. I'll show her that my love will forever renew. Rusty said, listen listen, son, now you got it right. Love ain't in the shadows, it's in the bright daylight. She wants the love to stay, a partner true and kind, to raise the little kittens with a peace of mind. So John went to Chloe with a heart full of love.
No, Rusty's an indoor outdoor cat. He's
He promised
right now because the winter he's been staying in the house most of the time.
And in that moment, their family grew.
Absolutely, and I can use my music for free too. I just asked that they give some, kudos or thank you to the work. Some people know where to find it. Let's think about what the song's about. It's about a younger cat goes to Rusty because he's an older cat that's kind of still out there in the community. And this young cat named John says, there's a girl cat I like. She's really special. I want her so much to be part of my life. But she keeps turning me down because she wants something more than just the flings like you expect in the cat world. And Rusty says, you know what? Those kind of girls, you need to really, really show that you're sincere and that you're in for the long haul. And that's what the song's about. Yes, I got him from Dory Myville. Yep. Yeah. That's how Michelle got Rusty. This it don't make much to me to worry about it. Well, anyway, I think we were pretty successful today. For my show anyway. 11 people on, still 84 views so far. 15 minutes, 37 seconds as of 5:02 p.m. Tonight, Michelle is going to be playing some records, and from 7 until 9, and then from 9 until whenever it's going to be old time radio shows. And yes, there's another one coming. Yep, there sure is. Yes, there is. There's another assistant coming next week. At this point, it's kind of far out, but yes, there's another assistant coming. The problem is that it's because the polar vortex has become so unstable. It's the Arctic oscillation has gone positive, which means that the upper stratospheric warming has resulted in the Arctic oscillation breaking free and creating polar vortexes that are dipping down into the United States and into Europe. And it's going to be a very rough February and March. This is part of the new ice age that's coming in. And yeah, I got the joke. So, Green Thing, I hope that you don't forget to check out Michelle's channel too. I know that we've seen you on Michelle's channel a little bit. We hope that you'll come over to Michelle's show. She does her show Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. until usually 12 or 1. And then she does Silver Moon Radio AM 1610 on Kick and Twitch tonight as well. So you can get to listen to all kinds of good music and stories and old-time radio shows and other things that Michelle does. she doesn't just do the same old thing every day. She's not a one-trick pony. No, I'm not a one-trick pony. Although the pony has kind of gotten lame and basically hobbles around and doesn't do much, but yeah, that's true. But that's not because the pony doesn't want to do good stuff. It's just the way it is. And when is your birthday anyway, T-Girl? It's kind of complicated. Well, we'd like to see the weather change for the better, warm up too in March, because, you know. Yeah, when is your birthday? So we can. Hello, M60. How you doing today? Yep, how you doing, M60? Yeah, I know. So when is your birthday in February? Oh, the 6th. Okay. That's next weekend. Yeah. Of course, his mine's on the 13th of September, so. That's kind of nice. It's not as cold. You still sit in the house. I still sit in the house. Okay. Yep. That should remind me when you come over on the Silver Moon. In fact, when are you going to do that dry run of the? What that would be like if the show loses power and you want to continue on with Silver Moon? Probably next week, because I think maybe next week we could lose power. You think so? So far, you haven't been right about that. That's true. Yeah. So right now it's 5:07. What am I just gonna do? Warm up the pizza from yesterday? Yeah, just warm up the pizza from yesterday. All right, so let's get the blessings in today before we forget. Make sure I'm in the right buttons here. May all of you guys have a happy and safe day. Stay out of trouble. I love you. Want you to be safe. Keep warm. Stay safe. Please wear appropriate outerwear. And for the males, please wear the appropriate outerwear for your third member, if you know what I'm saying. Okay? You don't want to lose that, too. It's interesting you said that. I think they usually keep that crotch rocket in their pocket. Yeah, usually they do, but you know what I'm saying. Yes, I do. And may all you guys always remember to keep us in your dreams, your prayers, and don't forget we'd love you to come by every morning, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time on my channel, and also on my Rumble channel, my Kick channel, my Twitch channel, and maybe my D-Live channel. But I don't really know if this can be a regular thing or not, but we'll see. Amen. Amen. The service is done. The time to go. Peace, kind, and love. And don't forget the party on, dude. I'll see you on Kick and Twitch in about 2 hours. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Lumi shines with a spark so bright, chasing dreams through the endless night. With a heart full of wonder and a mind so free, she's here to share her world. Come and see. It's Lumi's time. The story is hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along. the stars to the sea, there's so much to find. A journey awaits with every step of the mind. Creativity flowing, she's ready to explore. Every moment's a chance to open a door. It's Lumi's time, the story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channel's here, let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear. Story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channel's here, let the magic flow. Let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear.